both Dusk Lycanroc and Porygon Community Day Classic have been confirmed by Pokémon GO, so without any further ado, let's look into those. Starting off with the Lustrous Odyssey event, which is the event in which we're going to get Dusk Lycanroc to debut. Quite an interesting debut, I must say, because not all Rockruffs apparently are going to be able to turn into a Dusk Lycanroc. So it is an interesting way to put it, in my opinion. The event is going to start on January 6 at 10 a.m. and goes until January 10 at 10 a.m. too. Find it kind of awkward to start this event on the same day in which we're going to have, well, the community day for Rowlet. It's still kind of awkward to just mixture those two dates. I find it a little bit weird, but if we can get both bonuses for both events running at the same time, I mean, like, I ain't going to be complaining about that, I guess. But anyway, so what are we going to get out of the Lustrous Odyssey event? Obviously, the Dusk Lycanroc, which, once again, not all Rockruffs are going to be able to turn into a Dusk Lycanroc, but from the eggs that we get out of the Adventure Sync rewards at the end of each week, we are going to have higher odds or higher chance of getting those Rockruffs to turn into a Dusk Lycanroc. So it's kind of an interesting way that they are releasing these two forms for Lycanroc. To be completely honest with you, I thought we were already able to get Dusk Lycanroc. So I was like, it's been so long since I've even like looked at a Lycanroc or even like a Rockruff that I thought we could get both of them already. So I was completely unaware that we couldn't. So alongside with this event, apparently we're going to get part 2 of the seasonal special research story, which are going to award us with XP, item Stardust, and encounters with Rockruff, which could be quite interesting to get a Rockruff out of those that can actually evolve into the Dusk form, and that will definitely save us some trouble with like doing raids and hatching it from eggs and expecting to get one of those from those other methods with which are a bit more complicated. So yeah, that's a cool thing that we are going to get. Well, actually it's one encounter with Rockruff, not encounters. So yeah, it's all or nothing. Well, best of luck to you with that encounter. Following up with event bonuses, we're going to get ourselves increased frequency of buddy Pokemon bringing souvenirs as well as presents, and a buddy will spend more time in the map after being fed berries or puffins. And a Rockruff hatched from eggs received from Adventure Sync, which we already talked about. Rewards during the Pokemon GO Timeless Travels may have a chance to evolve into Dusk Lycanroc. That I was a bit unaware of. I don't think I read this part before, but well, we have the rest of the season to go through this, so it's almost like 2 months to get ourselves a Lycanroc, or a Rockruff rather, that can evolve into Dusk Lycanroc. So we're going to be able to do it, okay? We're going to be able to do it. Following up with wild encounters for this event, there's going to be a bunch of them, and from what I've been able to see from before, all of these can be shiny. There are some like good attackers like Ghastly and even Eevee that can turn into some really good PvP Pokemons. Other than that, I'm not really the best person to talk about PvP, so what am I getting myself into? But anyway, we have Morlul, which can provide a bit more Stardust than your regular Pokemon. And for rare encounters, we might even encounter ourselves both Espeon and Umbreon. Bro, I'm the biggest fan of like shiny Umbreon, so if I can come across a few more of those, I'll be so happy. And in what it takes to raids, for 1 stars, we're going to get Hisuian Growlithe, Rhyhorn, Hisuian Sneasel, and Rockruff. For 3-star raids, Lapras, Aerodactyl, Hisuian Braviary, and look at that, is that a weird ear? Didn't get myself a shiny, so definitely not going to be focusing too much on that, but it's still there. If you haven't gotten a shiny yourself and you have some spare tickets, I wouldn't really recommend you spending on Weird Ear, but still. Moving on to eggs. The following Pokemon will hatch from 2km and 7km eggs, and that will be Rockruff. And Rockruff hatched from 2km and 7km eggs have a chance to evolve into Dusk form Lycanroc. Wasn't that supposed to be a thing? I didn't think they would have to mention it like on every single thing that Rockruff is going to be appearing, but Rockruff is basically just going to join the egg pool for both of those 2km and 7km eggs. And it's going to be fun. It's not really going to be the easiest to get, but I mean, it's going to be on 2 kilometers, so might as well just like, you know, try our best. Then on-field research task encounters, Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Sneasel, and Rockruff. I think it's worth to mention that all of these can be shiny. I still haven't gotten myself a shiny Hisuian Sneasel, nor I think I have a Rockruff that is shiny. So, I mean, it's going to be on-field research task encounters, so if anything, these are going to be way easier to farm for than when compared to X. And even raids. And then basically just to finish the Lustrous Odyssey event apart, we're still going to get some Pokemon Web Store bundles as well as event bundles. So yeah, look into those if you're interested. Then moving on to January Community Day Classic Porygon. Not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Porygon myself. Not the biggest fan of its shiny. But a community day is a community day, which means bonuses, which means more shinies, which you can trade with people that might not be able to do it or didn't do the first community day Porygon. So there's going to be, like, you know, extra Pokemons for you to trade with your friends that haven't been able to get it. So anyway, event is going to be happening for January 20 from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, and obviously it's going to be featuring Porygon. That's why it's called Porygon Community Day Classic. During the event, obviously, Porygon is going to be showing up in the wild way too often with its shiny odds skyrocketing over to 1 in 25. So definitely going to be the best way for you, us, to get shiny Porygon if you, us, haven't gotten it yet. Then, for the featured attack, if you evolve into Porygon Z, that is like Porygon 2 into Porygon Z, you're going to get ourselves a tri attack. But yeah, we get a charge attack, tree attack, which, to be completely honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how well this would do in PvP, but I don't know, it's a normal type attack. I don't think it's going to help it in raids all that much either. Obviously, we're still going to get the $1 special research ticket or special research story ticket as per usual, offering, like, you know, encounters, items, etc, etc. Moving on to the event bonuses. 3 times XP for catching Pokemon. I'd say it's abso-freaking-lutely amazing due to the fact that Porygon is so easy to hit excellence on that, bro, like, if you are in need of like farming some XP for whichever level it is that you want to achieve, this is going to be one of the best events out there for you to do so. As per usual, we're still going to get the 3-hour Incense Lure modules and Incense and Lure models. I just basically said both of them. Obviously, this excludes both Golden Lure models and Daily Incenses. We're obviously going to get the 5 snapshots for the community days. So if you're not really able to play during the community day a whole lot, at least make sure you do those 5 snapshots, because usually those bring up some happy encounters. So you might as well get yourself a shiny from that. There will also be a timed research awarding 3 upgrades and 3 Sinnoh Stones, so that equals like 3 Porygon evolutions if you want to use that on those. And it's going to be available from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. So I'm assuming if you don't complete it up until 7 p.m., it's just gone. So it's like, you know, 6 free evolutionary items. Like, it's free. Just do it, okay? Like, just don't argue, just do it. Then on Field Research Task Community Day Classic, obviously, is going to be featuring Porygon encounters, rewards, basically the usual. Just, you know, like stocking us up with great balls and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a hundo, definitely look for the ones that have the encounters rather than just like are offering, you know, Stardust and stuff like that. Obviously Stardust is amazing, but if you're looking for the hundo, just make sure to focus on the ones that you know, give you the encounter rather than the great balls and the Pokeballs and stuff like that for higher odds of getting yourselves, you know, a hundo Porygon. So, and last but not least, more event bundles that usually are, you know, like compared to what we usually have, those are worth the bucks that you put into it. But if you're just mostly into free to play, yeah, like there's not really a reason to look into them. But anyway, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for any of those 2 events, either one or the other. Like, I don't know. Just let me know your opinion on them, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Up until then, stay awesome, stay safe, stay scrubbity. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.